Hi Aquarius, how are you? I am here to do your reading for the special of Venus's transit through Cancer, okay? I did Leo earlier. Leo is part of the grand square that'll be in the sky, all right, and a hot spot because there will be tension between various oppositions, okay, between your sign, which currently has Saturn, all right, and the Uranus, Mars, North Node conjunction, all right, which occurs throughout the month, and you'll feel it for many days before because it's an outer planet, okay? The North Node is in Taurus, which rules the future, insofar as the North Node being there kind of points to the future path for society in general. Any babies born now, that will be their North Node, okay? They follow the ecliptical cycle. If you have a North Node in Taurus, it will be particularly impactful to you, okay, because it would square either your sun, moon, or rising, whichever you're in here looking for. I have some dates for that. I'll read off to you. Let me just check my notes. I think it's like, okay. Yeah, it would square if you were basically, let me skip the younger years and go to 23, 32, 41, 51, 60, 69, okay? That should cover you and maybe your parents. All right, you know, if you're born at any of those ages, you may have a North Node or a South Node, and may have a North Node squaring the North Node, South Node, all right, in either Leo or Aquarius, all right? If you're any of those ages, definitely take particular attention to this, although I expect it to impact you pretty significantly, especially if you're born in the latter decan of Aquarius, or if you have a moon or rising sign in the latter decan of Aquarius, anywhere from 20 to 30 degrees. I expect it to be a particularly powerful transit for you, okay? Don't have all your personal charts, but I'll try and cover it as best as I can in here. I'm going to pull some oracles. This is Tesla. We adopted her yesterday. I'm a dog person. I've had dogs my whole life. I've had cats. They didn't particularly belong to me, but I've had cats. But I lost my Italian Mastiff in December. I like big dogs. I like small dogs too, but I like big dogs. And I really miss having one, really, really bad. And my kids missed having an animal too. So anyways, we adopted her, and I'm trying to dogify her, you know, because I might get a dog later. So, and I'm trying to get her used to a lot of affection, okay, because I like affectionate cats. Anyway, I think we're doing a decent job. She didn't come out from underneath the couch yesterday, but she was like the only sibling that didn't get picked. We got her from a rescue facility, but her other siblings were at like Pet Supermarket or someplace, and she watched each one of them go, and she was like the only one left anyways. I almost adopted like a 6-year-old cat yesterday, and then I saw her, and the 6-year-old cat had some health problems that were like non-determined, or I didn't feel like I had all my info that I needed on him, and the cat was on a lot of gabapentin, so it kind of concerned me as to what the cat might act like not on the gabapentin. So anyway, I saw her, and I asked to see her, and I was like, I don't know, she seemed really playful, so I was afraid she was going to be like too spry, but she started purring like the second my kids and I held her, and I was like, how can I say no? How can I say no? Anyway, so she's going to take a cat nap, and I cleared off the left side here so that she could do so. She was already named Tesla. We may additionally name her another god or goddess name to go along with that. If you have suggestions, please let me know. She's very sweet, and she doesn't bite too much, but she likes to play. Anyways, trying to affectionize and dogify her a little bit so that she's kind of a different kind of cat. She's doing a good job. All right, she's a Taurus. She was born May 1st. That was like one of the first questions I asked was like, when was she born? What's her birth date? I haven't rectified it yet. I'll let you know. All right, anyways, on to you, shall we? You're going to feel a lot of tension, Aquarius, during this cycle, okay? Saturn, which is the Greek Hellenistic ruler of your sign, okay, of your zodiac sign, is in Aquarius in the about, you know, not quite to the middle, not quite to the middle of the third decan, okay? It's about 23 degrees, 23, 24 degrees of Aquarius, okay? It rules your sign. It really does. So does Uranus, but Uranus is an outer planet and it has effect on everybody. However, you work very well with Uranus. I would say that you have a leg up over any other sign when it comes to Uranus, okay? And Uranus will be conjunct Mars and the true node, which are in Taurus. So though it will be squaring, I feel like many of you will be at the center of some massive changes. Though it will be squaring your sign, it's almost like this face-off within yourself to make some change. So there will be a powerful momentum and drive towards change. And there will be a lot of beneficial trines throughout. For instance, Venus will be, you know, in sextile some of the period to the Uranus transit, okay, of Taurus, as well as in trine to the south node. So I feel like even though there is a drive to stay with restrictions and old, Saturn can be old in general, like just the old way of doing things, the old standards, the old routine, everything that you're used to. And a fixed sign can be very controlling when it comes to the routine and things that they feel comfortable with. However, Aquarius, I would say, is the most liberal of all the fixed signs, insofar as they still have like a vibe for the extraordinary, a vibe for the different, a vibe for the revolutionary, okay? Leo has like a passion, okay? Taurus likes routine, okay? He likes stability, he likes, you know, and I say he, she likes stability, likes the comforts of their daily routine. They like their primary routines and their pleasures around home. When those change, it upsets their system, okay? However, Taurus has had Uranus going through its sign for quite some time. So even Taurinians have undergone massive positive change because you just can't help it with Uranus in the middle of your sign. Sun, moon, or rising, whether that's to their sun, whether that's to their ascendant, or whether that's to their emotions and general disposition, you just can't help but change. With Mars here, it is like a driving force, an actor of change, okay? Definitely, you know, there's always warnings. Watch out for head injuries would be one. Watch out for driving, things of this sort around this time. Okay, gosh, you guys got Britney Spears. What's up with this? Somebody else got this. Cancer got this. This one freaks me out because, anyways, I'm pulling. I'll discuss it in a minute. I'm pulling some archetypes for each one of you. Okay, about 4, because you're going to see various Venusian archetypes that might get somewhat of a battle, or you feel clashing interests in throughout this transit, because of this big T square that forms in the zodiac that's going to affect the entire wheel. Okay, you know, there's always like, there's people in the background, there's multiple networks, multiple people don't want you to change, multiple people want this, multiple people want that. Oh, you got Joan of Arc. Somebody else just got that too. I feel like Leo just got that if you're dealing with a Leo, or you're attracted to somebody with Leo placements, okay? Aquarius can be highly attracted to people with Leo placements because it's their 7-7 sign, okay? Whether it's a sun, moon, rising, Venus, especially a Venus, because that's like, you know, especially during this thing, you know, it can be an attraction point, needless to say. You guys got Marlene Dietrich, Joan of Arc, Queen Victoria, and Britney Spears. This is an interesting one. I'm going to discuss these as we go along. We didn't get any masculine energies. I'm going to pull some of these. I'm also going to pull so I'm going to pull 3 lanes, because I really almost can split this up into a beginning, middle, and end when it comes to Venus's transit. It's like, and this didn't just start, so it's not like, ooh, all of a sudden, big change. These changes that are brought about by this Venus transit have been brewing for a long time, whether in private or not, okay? whether inside your soul or not, whether emanating from other people or not, okay? And for you and for some Aquarians, it could be emanating from other people. It very well could be, okay? That said, I want you got the ring. I want you all to check your sun, moon, and rising. Don't skip anything. Don't skip anything on this transit. Okay? Let's pull another. I'm going to pull 3 of these. Okay? You got the ring. You got Thanatos. That's death. Okay? That's very scorpionic-like energy. Okay? Death, rebirth, transformation. The South Node is calling for this. Well, the South Node is in Scorpio, so it represents the past relationships, past debts, past, and also is a natural ruler of the 8th house. Deep sexual relationships, legacy, inheritance, taxes, death, all these themes, okay, are represented by Scorpio. However, the Greek Hellenistic ruler of Scorpio would be Mars, and Mars is going to be conjunct Uranus, okay? At the time of this conjunction, which is an overriding theme of this transit, okay? So I feel like you have the temple at the bottom, okay? So a lot of you may be focused on some sort of just like prayer and religious matters or spiritual matters on one sort or another, and also like, you know, your body is your temple as well. So self-care and things of this sort, okay? You might feel where stuff's starting to creak or crunch or needs a little bit more care and routine. Saturn's gonna make you wanna do that. Be like, do this, da, da, da. That's how I always fix things. That's how I always do things. This whole cycle calls for a new way of doing things, okay? But whatever those new ways are, they've either been brewing in you or inside your loved ones for quite some time, okay? So the changes in your structures or people around you, they're not just coming out of thin air. However, there'll be a large momentum to go forward with them, okay? Let's see, what else did I want to say? Let's pull some astrology cards for you. Okay, you got 2, so I'll keep 2. What did you pull, Aquarius? This is how good you are today. You pulled Aquarius. And what else did you pull? Mars. So, and like I said, Mars is the ruler of Aries as well. So let me just turn you on the ascendant here real quick. So if you are a true ascendant of Aquarius, okay, then the other houses that this would affect for you are the 4th house of home, which is where Taurus is. So a lot of you guys, if you are a true Aquarius ascendant, are going to have massive change within your home. A lot of upset. Is going to be a bumpy ride. Okay, I lost battery. I would be lying to you and not doing you a disservice if I did not tell you that it would be a very bumpy ride. It's going to be, okay, because it hits your 4th house of home, right? Furthermore, it hits your 9th house, okay, of exploration. Libra rules your 9th house if you're a true ascendant. That's like exploration, higher learning. Okay, some of you may undergo a large change towards like your preferred major, or a decision about grad school, or a decision about travel. Okay, these may also, 9th house can also have to do with religion, particularly the religion you were raised with or dogmatic versions of religion. So many of you may find these play out in a way where your mind is opened up to other forms of spirituality at this time. Okay, reconsidering the constraints that your family has put on you during this time in regards to those things, okay? Because there, you know, and it's particularly if you have Libra placements, that will be a little bit stronger for you, okay? Please make sure you watch the intro, okay, which I posted as the first post to this series, okay? Because I go over particular stories that I think are going to play out on a stage. I do not go over politics or anything of this nature, or stock market crashes or rebounds or anything of this nature. These things can also play out. Anytime you have Mars and Uranus together in a square to Saturn, it can upset financial structures as well, okay? Especially when it's in Taurus. Or the last time Uranus was in Taurus was in the roaring 20s, okay? Just for a clue on that. However, there are a lot of trines this time, okay? There's a lot of earth element trines, so that, you know, I'm hoping will benefit us in one way or another. I don't say any of this to scare you. I'm not in here to discuss politics or anything like that, okay? My main concern is you guys and your minor networks, okay? Everything else will work itself out. All right, what else do I want to say about your transits here? Okay, you guys also, so you have Aquarius, Mars, so obviously I already told you this is going to be a huge deal for you guys. Mars, let me put you back on the ascendant here. Mars rules your third house of immediate networks, okay? That's like your neighbors, your immediate networks, your brothers, your sisters, and communication, okay? So there's going to be a lot of possibly rebellious communications for you guys at this time. It might be a theme. Words spoken to, you know, break down structures, including towers, to make moves that you find necessary in your own lives, okay, either emanating from you or those around you, okay, and even if it's not like particularly taking place in your life, this will take place with other people in your immediate networks. It's almost like impossible not to know somebody who goes through one of these stories around this time, because it's just such a big, anytime you have like a major square grand cross in the sky, it's like a, you know, known as a war between the gods. Okay, the gods representing each one of the planets that are on each one of those spots, okay? But, like I said, there are a lot of trines towards the positive, as well as since Uranus and Mars are conjunct with the North Node, that points towards a future path. So I see that as auspicious. In that way, I see that as a place where people can take the reins of their own life, where they've limited themselves or other people have limited them to take a step forward from structures that were built on sand or things that were meant to change and evolve, okay, towards a future path. All right, so that said, I'm going to make some tea, fill up my tea, and I'm going to, well, let me pull your other goddess cards. I'm pulling two different kinds of goddess cards in here, because you're going to have major themes of like women or goddesses pop up in your life. You'll see kind of these play out on a stage within your own networks, within yourself, okay, in a way that you need to kind of like release control of other people where you need to, and take control of your own life where you need to, on a heart and soul level, okay? That's what this transit is calling for. That is what the energy is going to help dictate and bring forth. You pulled the sword. I feel like Leo also pulled the sword, okay? If you actually have Leo and Aquarius placements, this is going to be a big one. It's already going to be a big one for you, okay? But the sword has to do with things that are between 25 degrees of Libra and 8 degrees of Scorpio. Okay, if you know anyone or have personal placements around those, you may want to take a particular look at them. Okay, the sword has to do with gossip as well as slander. Additionally, all right, it was a lunar mansion attached to the dragon's tail in Chinese mythology. So again, the dragon's tail, which is the south node, is in Scorpio. Okay, up for major change, and you've pulled major change with Thanatos. Okay, death and rebirth. Okay, I do feel like you guys are going to be going through a process of death and rebirth on some area of your life in a major way. Okay, you pulled the musician. That is gorgeous. Okay, that covers 12 degrees of Aries through 25.43 degrees of Aries. If you have anything in there, take particular note of it. This is a very creative card. It's awesome. In fact, like, I've never pulled that Lunar Mansion in the time that I've had these cards. We have the Wounded Healer, and you also pulled the Wounded Healer here as one of your astrology cards, which is in Aries. The Wounded Healer is attached to Achilles and the story of Achilles. Okay, it's also known as the Maverick. It's a very important asteroid in modern astrology. There are about 4 or 5 that are important. It's one of them. And it is it's not in tight conjunction with Jupiter anymore, but it is about the middle of Aries. If you have anything in there, it might be lit off a bit. Okay, and now you're pulling that same section. Furthermore, Jupiter, okay, which rules Pisces if you're studying Greek Hellenistic astrology, as well as it rules Sagittarius. If you have any Sagittarius placements are in Aries, and Jupiter will have several beneficial trines to Leo, since it's another fire sign during this transit, okay, which are very expansive and can bring a lot of joy and happiness, okay. It's also where the sun is going to be. You pulled Demeter, okay, which is the same as Ceres. All right, Ceres just moved into Leo a little while ago, okay, or is right by the cusp now. You've been in Cancer for a while, okay. This is attached to Virgo. And Virgo energy, all right. You may have a significant Virgo in your life, or you may be letting off some significant positive or negative influences. I would say positive from the sign of Virgo from your own charts around this time, because there will be a massive trine between this grand conjunction between Uranus and the North Node and Mars. Okay, are going to be trining the earth signs, especially the middle decan earth signs, okay? So there's stability and forward movement there. People with placements or access points around those areas will find beneficial forward movement to these changes, okay? In your own chart, you definitely are going to have something pop in your own chart, okay? And with other people, okay? I've already said that there's some love stories involved in these changes, all right, as well as old and new soulmate ties, okay? I go over that in my intro. You're popping here with the ring. The ring is a promise. The ring does have to do with love. The ring also has to do with formalizing certain commitments, okay? And just the promise that a ring holds, okay? So you guys might have had a recent engagement, a recent marriage, something here, but to pull it with the sword, just makes me think there's something else going on there, okay? But we'll explore it, all right? Agape is a beautiful card to pull. You pulled it here with Demeter, okay? Demeter was in charge of all the harvest, okay? She was responsible for the wheat crop and all the other plentiful crops that fed the earth, okay? There was also issues of child support, or, you know, that can be involved with Ceres, or child custody matters that can be involved in Ceres, okay? Some of you may be going through some of that around this time. However, to pull it here with Agape is a very fortuitous sign that things will work out in your favor, okay, in one way or another here, okay? But you may be grappling with issues if you're in a home environment that, you know, is about to break. You may be very stressed out about things of this nature, okay? Contracts related to things of this nature, okay? Furthermore, you may be concerned about a child of yours if you have teenage children and who they're dating. These are themes that can pop up, okay? Because her daughter fell in love with Pluto, and Pluto kind of got her by trick down to Hades, and then, you know, she fell into a deep depression. Anyway, it's a very important mythological story here. But here, popping with Chiron and Mars, I feel like there's healing on offer for you guys, as long as you tap into these things correctly. You're also popping with Mercury, which is the ruler of Gemini and Virgo, okay? Very messenger of the gods, okay? Also, Mercury will be in a Page of Swords, in a yod formation, okay, which is called the Finger of God. It will be in a yod formation with Mercury being in Leo, as well as Pluto and Neptune, okay? So, you know, I'll get into that more as we pull cards. Let me just take a look at this real quick. Britney Spears, when gambling with love, hedge your bets. Take a risk of getting hurt, because being in love can be toxic, but the high is amazing. I don't know. I mean, I feel like this is a phase of something that we're growing out of here, okay? If you're not in the phase of growing out in that, like, just take note of what's happened here with this girl's life, okay? Because this is, trust your family to take care of you when you can't. That didn't work out so well, okay? Family tried to control her and use her money to control her. So this is like something to watch out for here, is what I'm saying, okay? If that's happening to you or that's happening to others around you, okay? Queen Victoria, I would venture to warn you against too great intimacy with artists, as it's very seductive and a little dangerous. No girl would go to the altar if she knew all. And the important thing is not what they think of me, but what I think of them. I don't like that. But needless to say, you may have somebody who's a little bit scared of love and scared of marriage, possibly because of her own negative experiences with marriage, or from her family's dealings with marriage, okay? Or from being burned before, okay? This is a woman that sounds a little bit jaded in what she's saying here, okay? A little bit jaded, right? Okay, so these are Venusian themes of women, or god or goddess like personas that can appear around this conjunction for you guys. Okay, it could be somebody you're immediately around, somebody in your immediate environment. Take it as it resonates. We have Marlene Dietrich here. Dress for yourself, not for a lover or occasion. Once you have forgiven your lover, get them to reheat the sin. Kind of like that. I mean, I'm just saying. It's the friends you call after hours that matter. Okay, so like, I kind of like this. This is like exuding self-confidence, okay? You dress for yourself, not for others. Once you've forgiven your lover, get them to reheat the sin. Yeah, and what's forgiveness entail? The whole truth and nothing but the truth, and actually forgiving somebody for something that you know about. You can't really forgive somebody for something that you don't know about, right? So that is like, that harkens that like, there's actually been some sort of reconciliation, and, I don't know. We'll talk about it. And then it's the friends that call you after hours that matter. So I do think that this is like about good friends, as well as about independence and like, respecting yourself for, your own self-love, not dressing for others, not prompting for others, but for yourself, because you want to do it from an inside out. Okay, and then you have Joan of Arc here. Only settle for eternity. Love and faith will defeat violence. Be not afraid of fire and arrows or anything that may come. Okay, so this is another theme of like a French saint here, okay, that was burned at the stake, okay? And these kinds of themes can come up, all right, with Neptune and Pluto. Fear of like the unknown, fear of psychic abilities, fear of things that feel on the periphery, even when they have a good spiritual tune to them, okay? Especially with Saturn being at the midpoint here. Saturn can hearken to old standards, and that doesn't fit into my standard or my wheelhouse, so I'm going to say it's bogus, or I'm going to say it's, dark, or I'm going to say it's whatever. Okay, real darkness comes from the actual thing, not from what you're doing, okay? Consider a mafia boss that goes to mass every Sunday and gives the church 10%, but killed 20 people last week. Okay? Okay, so these are like deep spiritual things that like God knows, right? Or the universe, or the Most High, or whatever you want to deem it, okay? About what you do versus who you are, right? On the inside out, okay? Those are the things that I believe that the universe pays attention to most in the end, okay? Not whether you go to synagogue versus mass, or mosque versus, a temple. I don't think, my view, personal view, is that the universe and or any God or consciousness or collective whatever that there is not sitting there taking notes on that while forgiving massive, sins against our own kind, okay, whatever they may be, okay, family or lovers, whatever it is, it's who you are, who you want to be from the inside out, that like shines to other people as well. So anyways, I feel like I did way too long of a speech for you guys. I just feel like it's gonna be a heavy month for you guys. Leo as well. All right, so let's get moving on your actual thing. Let me give you some dates for the if you were born from July 10th, 75 through January 7th, 77, you have a North Node in Scorpio. If you were born from February 2nd, 94 through July 31st, 95, you have a North Node in Scorpio. If you were born August 31st through August 31st, 2012, I should say, if you have a child that's born August 31st, 2012 through February 18th, 2014, you have a North Node in Scorpio, okay? The South Node is currently in Scorpio, okay? If you were born North Node, okay, I'm just mentioning these because these are kind of a big deal. If you were born, let's see, if you were born February 20th, 66 through August 19th, 67, your North Node is in Taurus. September 12th, 84 through April 6th, 86, Taurus. April 15th, 2003 through December 26th, 2004, Taurus. Okay, all of those signs would have North Node conjunct North Node if the North Node was in Taurus when you were born. That's like all green lights, everything's working out, boom, 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 move on that, okay? If you have a South Node meeting up in Taurus, okay, and where the North Node is, that is like that's like the dragon's head and the dragon's tail, which were separated in the traditional Vedic story. Okay, definitely check out that story if you have one, because it's going to be important. It's like a re-meeting up. The past meets the future. It's like a soul. It's a great soul cathartic, also positive momentum, as long as you want to grab hold of the lesson in the work. Little different than the North Node meet North Node, where everything's green lights, okay? Because there's a little work required with the North Node, South Node meeting, okay? But it also promises to be just as profound, if not a little more profound, than the North Node, North Node. I'm not going to get into a discussion of why in here right now, because I'm already making this really long. Let's pull some cards for you. All right. I will pull some clarifiers. Okay, I'm going to pull several lanes. I feel like there's one more I didn't pull for you. Where is it? Oh, she's in here. The baby. Tell me. No, I feel like I don't want to disturb. There's one more. There's one more oracle. There's one more oracle I've put away for the cat that I gotta find for you. I'll find it in a minute. Right? Let's pull your tarot first, and then I'll find that. Oh, nope, it's right here. Okay. If you have anything in fire signs, okay, Leo, Sagittarius, okay, or Aries, okay, there will definitely be some either conjunctions or trines with your own sign, okay, throughout, that are also going to be a positive force and momentum, okay, here, because Aries is involved, as is Scorpio, if you follow Hellenistic rulerships, okay, which I still follow both, I still look at both. It's going to be very important, okay, with Mars popping off here, as well as Chiron popping off here, okay. Mercury will be going through Leo, but will enter Virgo in this period, okay. And again, you pulled Elixir of Life. Somebody else pulled this. I feel like it was Aries, if you're dealing with an Aries. Okay, let's pull on this Musician and Thanatos. If you're dealing with other people that have a, we pulled the perfect key under this Musician and Thanatos. Okay, so there may be some link to like reopening your creativity here, Aqua, that's like a particular flavor or flair around now, as well as Aries, okay, placements. All is connected on Demeter and Agape. Okay, all right. Let's pull some tarot. I'm going to get you and Leo up today. I already did through Cancer, but I changed the way I was doing these to make them a lot more detailed, because truth be told, this is a very crazy transit, especially since these other aspects happen within it. So just a big deal. Just a big deal. The moon, which rules Cancer, is going to also be passing through Virgo, you know, some point around the time that some of these, you know, major conjunctions occur with in Taurus, all right, and they'll trine the moon as well as Pluto, which will be even a little more powerful for some change, okay. it's just like a lot of firepower and ignition here, okay? And again, in your home, okay, as well as in your ninth house, there may be great changes, okay? Sometimes the ninth house gets hit off in people's charts also, on second marriages, latter marriages. I'm just going to mention it in case it's coming up to you guys. Later life commitments, or commitments for people that have already had one significant commitment before and have latter commitments, okay? Let's see here. Four of Wands on the ring, first card out. So the ring and this 17, Lunar Mansion 17, okay, is popping. Then the first card was the ring, and the first card is the Four of Wands. Some of you may be dealing with somebody else that has Aquarius placements, especially pulling Aquarius. You may be dealing with a marriage here with the Four of Wands and the ring popping together, okay? Some stressful times in a marriage, we'll say, okay? And in the home, especially if they revolve around a marriage, okay? Okay, you have the Fool. The Fool came out in reverse. I'll read it both ways. There may have been a foolish decision here made in haste, okay? Some of these things that are happening will go back to December and January. Some of these things that are happening will go back long before that. You just pulled the Nine of Wands, okay? We had a very big Venus retrograde, which only happens every like 8 years on average, okay? In December and January, you may have gone back to people then that you dated on average 7 to 8 months, 7 to 8 years. These kinds of themes pop up, okay? You have the Nine of Wands that you feel like a wounded warrior here, and we end this lane with the Star, which I love, which is healing energy, okay? There may be under this transit a lot of healing discussions that bring healing, because we have it here under the aisle for Mercury. On the Nine of Wands, I have it right under this aisle for the wounded healer, Chiron, okay? Or Chiron, potato, whichever way you want to say it today, okay? But I do feel like either you're afraid of making a foolish decision in regards to a marriage or significant commitment is falling down here with the ring. I will pull clarifiers, all right? Or you feel like you already did, okay? And now 2 came out, so I'll keep 2. On this Thanatos and the Musician, we pulled the Hangman and the Queen of Cups. So there is like some sort of waiting period here and or relationship in which you feel tied and or unable to move forward, where you're like experiencing a place of higher consciousness but not much movement, okay? This is the leader card for Thanatos, all right, which means death and transformation, and it probably has to do with the fact that you realize something but you can't move or make changes that are need to be made here, okay? And under here, therein, I'm just pulling the Five of Wands, which has to do with heavy-duty competition, sparring, jealousy, things of this nature, all right? And the Seven of Cups, which has to do with options or disillusionment, all right? It's definitely something playing out here. And we pulled the World, okay? Cycle ending or closing here and or major steps forward, I anticipate for all of you guys, of one magnitude or another during this transit, okay? The way it's playing out here does look like it has to do with your love life. For some of you, it could have to do with other major commitments, other major foundations in your life, okay? Family. On this Demeter and Agape, you're pulling the Six of Cups, the King of Swords, there you are. Okay, so it's the first port card that's come out for you on this entire spread, besides the Queen of Cups. Pulled 2 on this, so I'll keep 2. Then you've got the Chariot and the Four of Cups. And the Three of Cups. The Magician's at the bottom. So I do feel like you guys are in a manifestation phase. A lot of anxiety. Okay, there's a lot of worry. It has a lot to do with family. Big ticket shit, all right? The Magician, it indicates you're manifesting, okay, here. Nine of Swords, a lot of anxiety and worry over it. Eight of Swords, about what? Freeing yourself from an imprisonment, mental or other people's constraints on you. These things will be popping, okay? Especially for you because you got a square to this major transit that takes place during Venus, okay? Princess of Cups, that has to do with either a child or news, or could have to do with an apology, having, you know, or some sort of small love offer to do with what? Eight of Cups, like a walk away from an emotional investment. Ten of Pentacles, family. This is a big deal, okay? I'm not going to dive further. It's going to affect you all in different ways. I'm also going to try, and I've done this with like a couple other signs, I felt like I was delving too deep because of cross watchers, and I like stopped myself. Like on Leo, I stopped myself a little bit because they had they have a 12th house Venus, and I just was like, okay, I'm not going to dig further into this or that, okay? So sorry, I'm obviously digging here, but I'm not going to go nitty gritty detail like I sometimes normally do on all of these, okay? I'm just not. All right, give me this Four of Wands. So on the Four of Wands, you get the Page of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and Justice. So I feel for some of you, there could have been a marriage that was related to a child, or the birth of a child, or feels like it's stuck due to a child or considerations regarding children. For others of you, you may have been considering making a love offer with somebody else, but blocked it because you were married, for one reason or another, whether the other person knew you were married or not, okay? What is this Foolish Man in reverse? Temperance, Nine of Cups, and Death. Okay, so I do feel like the Foolish Man is appearing here in reverse, and some of these came out in reverse. We got Temperance, and then the Nine of Cups in reverse, and then Death. So I do feel like there was some sort of either love or something here that got cut off, okay? Or that spirit cut off, you could say it either way, okay? Here with Temperance appearing here, all right? And it was because to block you from a foolish decision, or for some of you, you made a foolish decision that you're now regretting, okay? Take it as it resonates, okay? Nine of Wands, Six of Pentacles, okay? And there may have been an improper give and take in your relationships, or somebody you wanted to bring a love offer to, or something to do with a ring and a Four of Wands. Take it as it resonates. What is this Nine of Wands? Sorry, Aqua. This Nine of Wands here appears under this Chiron, okay? And it is calling you to heal. But on this Nine of Wands, this wounded warrior, they have the Page of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Devil. So I do feel like there was interference, either from a third party or your own interference, and they say, get out of your own way. Some of you may have been in your own way here, a little bit, on the love front, in one way or another, okay? Give me the Star. Okay, there could be a Capricorn or addictions here going on, or codependent behavior here that's involved here with this Page of Swords, Ten of Swords on this Nine of Wands, a feeling very defensive about an ending, okay, or something here that's you have your guards up about, all right? Some of you may feel very guarded about somebody that you wanted that you couldn't have, that there was an ending due to possibly your own behavior, okay? The Star, give me the Star. Or that you're considering some sort of ending on here. The Star, I get the Three of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Tower. So here I do feel like there is healing that's going to take place for you guys, okay? Over some pretty massive shit that's gone down, probably starting long before and been in the works long before this transit, okay? However, that has just kind of blown up in one way or another, bringing Tower moments. The Tower has popped in every single reading, and I expected it to. here on this star, I do see healing around this, okay? Around a broken heart and carrying a very heavy burden related to a broken heart and a prior tower here, okay? And that healing may involve the need to communicate with Mercury appearing here, okay? Which is going to have some positive placements over these transits that I've already discussed, in addition to being like the apex of a finger of God, what they call it, the finger of God, aspect in the sky, which will also take place over this transit of Venus through Cancer. So this is why I did a special on it. All right. Under Aquarius here, we have the Hangman and the Queen of Cups. Some of you literally may be in a relationship with someone else that's also got Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or rising. Some of you may. Okay, that you may have invested with. Okay, Seven of Pentacles in a marriage, in a live-in, and a whatever it is. Okay, give me this. Give me this Queen Cups and the Hangman. I'm going to get a different deck. In case double cards need to pull. Give me this. These things are going to pop off here. Okay, for you. Okay. You may be worried about gossip if you undergo a breakup. You may be worried about slander or gossip, or you may have engaged in some yourself. You know, you guys who've done that know if you've done it or not. Okay, I don't need to tell you. Okay. For some of you, you've been a victim of it. For some of you, partaken in something that was with this 17 lunar mansion here showing up. Okay, that's up for revival or fixing here. That's transforming. That's going to go. You're already aware. If this is you, you're already aware. Okay, give me this Queen of Cups and the Hangman. Here it is again. The Page of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like some of you have been waiting on bringing an apology or a love offer to somebody else, okay, that you want a significant relationship with, or you have a lot of love for. For others of you, you have been stuck in a relationship due to a child. You've been stuck from moving on or transforming the relationship or healing the relationship due to a child, could also be for some of you, okay? For others of you, you will like commence with like some sort of rebirth here, to where you're not in this like, to where you know what you want to do, you know, and it's Page of Cups to the Knight of Pentacles. That's a very reliable knight. Okay, he sets his goals and he gets there. Seven of Pentacles involves a harvest, okay, and an investment in something. An investment in what? We have the Queen of Cups here. That's usually a relationship or another person with Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but Queen of Cups is a relationship card, okay? This person is an Empress to you. Okay, the Empress just came out. Okay, that's all four queens in one. Okay, or you are her Empress or his Empress. Take it as it resonates. We are dealing with Venus transiting Cancer. Okay, the Empress card is highly related to Venus. So Venus in your chart, Venus in the chart of the person that you're dealing with, Venus transits, okay? Empress. All right, can be male or female, okay, but it's popping off here. All right, what's this Five of Wands? Two of Cups, Queen of Rods, and the Two of Rods. There's something here with competition and jealousy that's affected your ability to transform a certain relationship that may be important to you, okay? Queen of Rods is indicative of Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy. However, this person could just have a Venus in one of those signs, or a Mars in one of those signs that you're highly attracted to, okay? Or something of this sort. But we now have 2-2 with this Queen of Rods in the middle and the Five of Wands. For some reason in this relationship, there is some sort of competing interest and maybe even side dealing here with this Two of Rods. I'm going to pull on it here. This Five of Wands is indicative of cattiness, jealousy, something of this sort, okay? All right, but I see that there's some sort of move maybe here. Hold on. Seven of Cups, what is this? I'm gonna wait to speak. On the Seven of Cups, we have the Chariot, okay? Chariot came out in reverse. And the Two of Swords and the Three of Rods. So again, There's been some sort of waiting period here and a period of disillusionment due to something you did or somebody else did, or some larger network of bullshit that interfered with a love relationship or serious relationship in your life, Aquarius. Okay, whether that's you as actor or you as recipient, or you're the protagonist or antagonist, figure it out. Okay, because it's going to play out several different ways, and I've already got like indicators that there's several Aquarians involved. This happened with like Gemini's reading or Aquarius's love reading last month, or this month, but like on the love reading. 7 of Cups is like disillusionment. Okay, the Chariot came out in reverse. That means you're like at a halt, or we're at a halt for this death transformation here when the Chariot is in the reverse. Okay, and then why? 2 of Swords, that's like being at a crossroads, and the 3 of Wands popped up here. So you may be waiting on something else before you can make a move on somebody or in your own relationship or life here for whatever reason. Okay, some of you are waiting on something or felt like you couldn't make a move, or we're at a crossroads because of something else here. Okay, what is the okay, we have the World right after that, which means like major beneficial new stage or victory in some area, like major sweeping change to these things, okay, are going to be taking place over this time, or something closing out, ending here. Okay, all right, and all indicators are it has to do with this phase. But let's see. I want 2 more. 9 of Rods in reverse. Dropping your guard here with somebody. Judgment in reverse. You're dropping your guard in regards to something that you were languishing over for a long time. Okay, maybe dropping your guard in regards to a judgment or decision call that you felt like you should have made a long time ago that wasn't made, or something of this sort. Okay, Page of Swords is indicative of study, news, or watching. You could have your eye on somebody, all right, that you're going to drop your guard with. For others of you, this could be news in regards to an ending, moving forward, death, rebirth, transformation here on some huge level, all right? And you are also going to be an actor in it, okay? You need to make sure you're an actor only on your side of the major soul and heart stuff that you need to do, and not an actor where you're exerting control over things that you shouldn't be exerting control over. Okay. If that makes sense, Aquarius, okay? Because, and this could come, King of Swords just came out on that, all right, in the reverse. Okay, so King of Swords in reverse is like a liar, like a manipulator, abuses authority. Okay, so it's like saying don't do that, like during this phase. Instead, like your own soul's path, your own heart path is what you need to follow here. There will be other actors that try and interfere with that. Sorry about that, Aqua. Okay, so some sort of huge thing here could be involving a Virgo or a Libra, or someone on the cusp here. Okay, 3 of Swords did come out in the reverse, so there could be a healing of past heartbreak. Okay, and wounding here with the agape, all right, with some sort of positive resolution here, okay, to prior things that have been unjust. Okay, what is this King of Swords here? I mean, that's you, but you're also dealing with other air signs here. So what's this King of Swords? All right, the Knight of Swords, the Tower, and the Knight of Rods. Okay, so, and they came out in the reverse, but my deck is like upside down. So like, there's going to be action. Okay, it could bring a Tower. All right, and it's a lot of action here. Okay, which is what I'm expecting for a lot of the signs, unfortunately. But it's positive momentum. Okay, towards soul growth. All right, and I do see, in general across all charts that, all signs, that there is positive change. As long as, again, listen to my intro. I discuss it in detail, okay? What is this Chariot and the 4 of Cups? Okay, it's like, I feel like the Chariot and the 4 of Cups were over here in the reverse. Now the Chariot's upright with the 4 of Cups, all right? And then the 3 of Cups. So there is like a reconciliation, reunion energy here with this Chariot, and the 4 of Cups came off past it. So there's like, that's like, 4 of Cups is like rejection or bratty behavior, or a lack of tapping in or feeling like you can tap into the Ace of Cups that's on offer around you, or that's missing. That's emotional and spiritual fulfillment, okay? Whether in love or, whatever. area. It's a missing Ace of Cups, okay? It's like, but you have 3 cups, okay? So for all exterior purposes, you're supposed to be happy, okay? Or people tell you you're supposed to be happy. Your Saturn will be telling you you're supposed to be happy, okay? Kind of thing is going to be going on for you guys, okay? But yeah, you know, and this is something that's long-standing, okay? So there is a resolution here, positive, forward, momentum. Okay, however that works out for you, it's going to play out for all you guys very different ways. The devil is now in reverse, okay, which the devil was over there, all right? So for some of you, it could be leaving behind a codependent relationship, addictive behaviors. Some of you, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. Hold on, she fell off. I got her. She's in my lap, rumbling. A lot louder than a Tesla. Right? Right? Good girl. Oh, she's going to explore. Okay. On this chariot, we pull the 2 of Pentacles, which is in reverse. Let me just check this here, okay? There are going to be some decisions here where you are able to rebalance the scales, and or put an end to juggling or indecisiveness in your own mind here, okay? To go forward towards a victory here for some of you, okay? The Fool and the 7 of Swords, okay? Again, there are some, 7 of Swords is indicative of the last decan of last 10 degrees of Aquarius, okay? I have the Fool. There may be like a Fool's Leap again here, okay? That Fool's Leap could have to do with trust, could have to do with a baby, could have to do with juggling. It's going to play out a little differently for all of you because these are, I don't know, I feel like some of this transit is like just very personal. It's going to affect people in very personal ways. I'm not reading here about like what's going to happen to your stocks, okay? Or your crypto or your whatever, you know? What is your 3 of Cups here? What is this 3 of Cups? I'm going to pull a different deck. Okay, but there is a sense of interconnectedness here. I mean, you end here with all is connected. What is this 3 of Cups? Meow. She's calling. Okay, what is this 3 of Cups? 10 of Swords, the Chariot, holy shit, and the Magician. Again, there is like some major like reunion here, celebratory theme here at the end of your reading, okay? To what was a prior ending, okay? This is something like, I have the Magician and the Chariot indicated here, Gemini and Cancer energy, okay? In a positive form here, okay? On this 3 of Cups, all right? So what, you know, previously had 10 swords in it, okay, I feel like is going to be revived. And however that means to you, this could have to do with family, you know, especially if you have like separations from family or kickback from family due to changes that you want to make here. All right, in this phase or this phase of this transit, everything's going to be okay in the end, right? I mean, family that's true family and loves you is always there for you in the end, even when you make massive changes, okay? But it's still the changes you have to decide on heart and soul level that you need or want, right? All right, let's pull on some of this. Let's pull on this Britney Spears. What's this Britney Spears about? This could be you or somebody else. 7 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, holy shit, and the 5 of Wands. Okay, this could be you or somebody else around you, okay, that is like, that somebody is acting a little controlling or defensive over, okay, all right, and particularly in regards to Ace of Pentacles, all right, where there's a lot of competition or jealousy or sparring, okay, this could represent a facet of you or a facet of somebody else, okay. What I like here about it is that there is a 7 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. Let's see. Let me hold this Queen of Victoria first. Who's this Queen Victoria? Meow. 5 of Cups, Hangman, and the 2 of Swords. For a lot of you, for some of you, this Queen Victoria over here, maybe a female figure or energy around you that is discouraging insofar as relationships and love is concerned. Okay, maybe an older female figure that rattles in your mind. okay? You can't get married if this, this, this. You can't, you know, be in a relationship with this person because of this, this, this. That kind of thing, you know? Outside qualifiers that don't have anything to do with whether you're in love with a person or not, okay? Things of this nature, okay? What is this Joan of Arc here? What is this Joan of Arc here, okay? Okay, this, furthermore, this person may be a spinster around you that, like, doesn't, you know, believe much in love anymore, okay? That's like in this hung mourning state, okay? Take it as it resonates, all right? Because of being at a crossroads and being at a state of prior decision, stuck in a place of mourning here. 5 of Cups, okay? Hangman, 2 of Swords, all right? Joan of Arc. Give me this Joan of Arc. Can't remember Joan of Arc Saint Day. Any of you guys know about Joan of Arc Saint Day? Let me know. It appears that some of you may be like this Joan of Arc. If it's you, you have a lot more options, but they may make you a little stressed out. 9 of Swords, okay, about which way to head. Knight of Wands, or you may feel a little bit resistant because Joan of Arc may be getting hit on a lot here. All right, and may have a lot of options, you know, and there's like a feeling of anxiety here about what to spearhead here, okay? If this is a female figure you're attracted to, okay, then this person may have a lot of options and you are stuck up in your head about this person and whether to rush in and make a love offer with this person, okay? Play out, I see that playing out several different ways, okay? For others of you, you could just feel a little bit stuck and disillusioned, okay, about releasing this part of yourself, okay? All right, releasing a part of this self, okay? All right, you may not believe that love and faith will defeat violence, that only settle for eternity, be not afraid of fire or arrows or anything that may come. I feel like that's a very important thing for this transit, insofar as people that are focused on their own soul and heart growth, okay? Not for people that are trying to control other people's lives or engage in violence or any of these things. Do not take what I'm saying to have anything to do with that. It does not. But for those of you that are trying to, you know, release something in your own heart and soul regarding restrictions, okay? And your own beliefs of things, there may be a lot of anxiety about, you know, fully attaching to the power behind some of those statements there, okay? Give me this Marlene Dietrich here. I feel like the balance between those two things might be a good mix to go for, okay? Let's see. Oof, King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the Lovers. So, Marlene Dietrich. Marlene Dietrich, dress for yourself, not for a lover or occasion. Once you have forgotten your lover, get them to reheat the scent, and it's the friends you call after hours that matter. This and or a blend of these people may be somebody that you or are very hot for, okay? You or somebody around you is very hot for, because I got a King of Wands, okay, a Queen of Pentacles, and the Lovers. That's a lot of, that's like a soul tie bond there kind of deal, okay? That is a hot and passionate choice, affair, something around there, okay? All right, and again, these can show up as energies for you, for other people around you, or a blend of them. Those of you that identify with this reading will know exactly where these people fit, okay? But I'm definitely showing some something here. Let's see. All right. Give me this. What's this Lovers? The 6 of Cups. The Tower. Holy shit. And the 10 of Pentacles. I asked on the Lovers. I got the 6 of Cups, the Tower, and the 10 of Pentacles. So again, there may be a choice here in regards to old or new soul ties that feel very, very nostalgic. That will bring a Tower, but that, you know, that may bring a Tower to your other family members if you were to pursue this person, or bring a Tower in the way that it like upends your own life to kind of make a decision to pursue one or more of these people here, okay? All right, and again, these are like energies, okay, in yourself or others that are like emanating or permeating at this time, okay? I chose to pull so many of these goddess cards and like modern goddess cards because of Venus's transit, as well as the stories that I went over in the intro having to do with Venus and her lovers, having to do with Cupid, having to do with various things of this sort. I will be posting a link to prior moon readings that I did, okay, that involved Uranus, because they were kind of like the beginning of like a major thought process of, did I make the right choice about this or that in my life in general, okay, that kind of set off parts of these transits and what's going to be unfolding here, okay. So I will try and put links to those as well, and there will be links in the playlist below to all the other signs that are posted as they're posted. That said, Aqua, can I have 3 cards for advice for my Aqua? Let's pull a new deck, shall we? Aqua, let me know how it goes. Meow. Where's my cat? Can't wait to get a dog, but now I have to find a dog that likes the cat. I'll get a puppy. I'm not doing it till I have a yard again. All right. Ace of Pentacles. There's that Ace of Pentacles again. Queen of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. For some of you, there is somebody you're very hot for, because now I have a Queen and a King of Wands here. It's a divine pair. That you're very hot for, that you also deem is very attractive and charismatic, okay, that you're holding on to here. Okay, for some of you. For others of you, you know, you feel like you have this brand new offer or opportunity, okay, and the advice here is to hold on to it. Don't let anybody else get it. It's kind of the advice here with this Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Four of Pentacles. Somebody that you don't want to let go of here, or some offer or opportunity of significance here that you don't want to let go of. What's this Four of Pentacles? And for some of you, this could be in yourself on a work opportunity of significance, okay? Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords, King of Swords in reverse. Aquarius. So for some of you, this holding on, if it's like holding on, Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords, and the King of Swords came out in reverse. That means like you're all bent out of shape about something here. Okay, for some of you, it has to do with an opportunity. For some of you, it has to do with another person you're not with. Okay, for some of you, it does. All right, for others of you, you're bent out of shape about another person, and you may be, you know, holding on to pain you need to let go of. All right, what's this King of Swords here? For some of you, maybe holding on to a secret or feelings or like money here, or greed that, you know, or lying or manipulation here, King of Swords in reverse, that you need to release and speak on. For some of you, okay, that can literally make you sick or act out in a reversed King of Swords like manner here. What's this? That's the Truth, Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and Strength. Holy shit. This King of Swords, I pulled the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Strength. So again, for others of you, for some of you, this has to do with a truth that you're not speaking on, that, you know, about somebody you're very passionate for and want to go after, that you maybe fucked up. Sorry, Aquarius, that maybe you screwed up, okay? For others of you, this has to do with like letting down your own reversed King of Swords like behavior if you've done wrong in any way, okay? If you're acting greedy in any way, if you're holding on to money you shouldn't be holding on to, or anything else in any way here. Four of Pentacles, all right? Regarding a brand new opportunity, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands here. They're very stressed out here regarding passion and anxiety over passion, and or going after something here, and releasing the Knight of Wands from the gate here. All right, and it's resulting in a reverse King of Swords, which is not good ever. Okay, I pulled on that the Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and Strength. Okay, could be dealing. There's some truth regarding, you know, and it could be the same person. You know, take it as it resonates. A Queen of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, which Nine of Cups just fell out in reverse. Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and the Strength. There's somebody that you feel a lot of lust for, or that there's some unspoken truth with, or that you feel like you have to gather a lot of strength to deal with this person. Take it as it resonates. It could be another feminine energy in your proximity that you haven't been kind to, that you've acted in a reverse King of Swords like manner. Take it as it resonates, okay? There's some truth regarding the Queen of Pentacles, and it's here with strength, okay? Strength card again. Okay, this is a Leo card, okay, also attached to the Angel of Aquarius. This could be a person that you are highly attracted to some, you know, Venus in her chart, okay, or Sun in her chart, or other placements in her, hold on, other placements in Leo here, or that's popping off things in your Leo here, okay? I feel like you need a lot. Why is strength here? Ten of Swords, the Emperor, and the Ten of Wands. It's about an ending or a completion of a cycle. Okay, I have the Emperor here. This is father energy, Aries energy. Okay, it's like something needs to change here to get you back in the upright. Take it as it resonates, okay? Or there's some ending or completion here. Heavy baggage, heavy load here. Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands with the Emperor sandwiched in between on the strength when I asked. Okay. Some big shit there. Some big shit, okay? And you need to find the strength to drop the wands, carry the wands, bring something to completion here. Speak some sort of truth, okay? Turn yourself back up in the upright here, okay? What is this Ace of Pentacles? Yeah. It's about the ways you feel bound up and tied away from opportunities here. And this Ace of Pentacles is like exactly what I said about, like, it's just Four of Swords. It's like some healing, rest, or sleeping on it, not moving on something you need to. Why you feel bound and tied up and chained away from this Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and this Two of Wands is in reverse, away from opportunities or opening a new door here that you want and need to open. Okay, take it as it resonates, Aquarius. It's going to play out a couple different ways for you guys. I hope that I did a good enough reading that you guys are able to tell exactly where you fit in, because I do feel like I'm reading for a bunch of aquas here, and I don't want to go down a rabbit hole, especially when there's just like, it's a very personal transit with a lot of shit on the fire here for a lot of signs, while all helping you guys all at the same time. So definitely make sure you cross watch your other points, and you know, definitely, like, the advice here looks good. So I think it's going to be good for you guys. I will be doing some more all signs checkpoints for certain parts of the transit for all signs, and I will be posting the rest of the signs today and over the next 2 days. Okay, bye guys. I hope you're doing great. See you later, Aqua.